All right, it's recording. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday Motivation Victorious Team. My name is Hillary Thompson, and I am your Emerald Upline, and I am so super duper excited to have you guys on with us tonight. We have some newbies, which I love, and hopefully don't terrify, but more excite and motivate. Hence, Motivation Monday. Funny, right? Anyways, moving right along. So the reason why I decided to call this one Victorious Team, I actually, for the first time yesterday, went to this church, and friendly little disclaimer, this is not me going to preach to you because, to be honest, I used to worry that I was going to spontaneously combust when I went into church. I'm Catholic, and I'm like, if I put that holy water on me, that's going to be like gasoline. I'm going to blow up. Okay. So that's where I have been in my life. So I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable, but if you're teetering or tottering one way, I'm going to tell you God loves you and you are forgiven and you are saved. In any way that you feel otherwise, it's okay. I promise you, it's okay. So I went to church at this new church for the first time. I've been really searching for another church to attend. Again, I was raised Catholic. Then I went to a Lutheran school. So I've had all sorts of different religions. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The kids loved it. They have a beautiful setup for the kids. They put them off into little rooms. I think maybe that's why I loved it the most. I had time to focus. Bryson went off into the first and second grade room. Brinley was in the pre-K, and they were so happy, and they had their little name tags, and went right in. And I went into the church, and first of all, you could just feel the energy and just love that everyone had, and they have this band playing and just awesome music. And I walked in, and I'm not shy, but I was still a little where do I sit? Is there, Susie comes every Sunday. I don't want to sit in Susie's spot, right? So I walked up to this nice lady and I said, I know, where do I sit? And she's like, I got you, girl. Wouldn't you believe it? Guess where she got me? In the third of the front pew. So, all right, I got it. Walked up, got in the third of the front pew, and put my stuff down, kind of getting my bearings about, again, you remember, I used to think I was spontaneously combust going into any church, so this is, big for me. And the music is playing. All of a sudden, this woman next to me starts sobbing, and I'm talking, sobbing, and I just was like, oh my goodness, how can I help her? I mean, she's by herself. So I put my arm around her. I'm do you need some tissues? As I noticed, double runner snots coming out. So she clearly needed them. Can I get you some tissues? So no, she says, as she's still sobbing. I'm like, no, it's okay. Let me get them for you, So I went out, I got her tissues, came in, gave her tissues. Anyway, sit down. And this isn't again, not traditional what I'm used to. We have the first and second reading, then we go in the gospel, then there's nothing like that. The preacher comes up and he's in jeans, a flannel, and a t-shirt. And I'm like, oh, okay. No judgment. This is cool, whatever. But you guys, his message, I literally was sitting in the pew going, this is my team. This is Plexus. And it was Victorious Church. And the message was talking about how every single person in that church has a role, has a job to play. And if they are believers, therefore they should go, ahead in action. And my brain that loves analogies was just going nuts, eating it up, love every single thing about it. And the example that he used and played was, he talked about, bless her heart too, his wife who decided their senior year of college to pick up the violin. Somehow she had convinced her professors to play violin as some sort of credits or something. And he's like, I don't know how she did it because they don't do that in college. And anyway, she was practicing, and the violin is one of those things, like if you know how to play it, it's good. And if you don't know how to play it, or you're like mediocre, it sucks, it's horrible, it hurts your ears. Okay. And so he's saying about how she practiced, and she was so excited, and she went to play, and it was just horrible, 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 horrible. And he had to tell her, like, listen, that's not your strong suit. Like, that's not what you're good at. I appreciate the effort, but let's figure out something else that works for you. And it just flowed into this really awesome thing about how the church as a whole is kind of like an orchestra. And this made me think of our team, you know, like if one person is playing, and I do not play an instrument. So if I'm using like the verbiage wrong and you are, disclaimer, you know, keep down the daggers. Okay. So anyways, the person playing the instrument, if they're off beat, tempo, whatever with the other person, it sounds horrible, right? If you have this orchestra and they're all playing off tune, it just does not work. It does not flow, and it's not delivering the best message that they want, right? And then he played this video, and I wish I had it, and I should try to find it. I should email him actually and ask if he could send it, because it was just a beautiful representation of how I feel this team is too. They had all these chairs set up, and there were only 2 people playing instruments, and those 2 people alone sounded so beautiful. But one by one, more people came in, and more people started playing, and you could just feel the energy and just the music building. And I couldn't help but sit there and go, that's our team. That's our team. It started with me, and I added in Annie, and I added in Kylie, and I added in these people, and they added in more people. And it has become just this beautiful orchestra, for lack of better words, just everybody together. But sometimes some of us get a little out of tune. You know, maybe we used to be that first chair, right? Playing our flute, first chair, and we're the best one. I think that's what it is. First chair is the best one, but work with me here, people. First chair, right? So you're playing, you've got the first chair in this orchestra, or even in high school, whatever. And you quit practicing, right? You quit practicing. You quit perfecting your craft. And then second chair comes up, and they're keep practicing, keep perfecting their craft, and they move into your place. And this isn't to say that we're in some sort of a competition, but it's so easy to fall behind when we're not practicing, when we're not playing, when we're not using our gifts to our best ability. Like if you play the flute and you go try to play the trumpet, it's not going to work, right? I mean, it probably is going to somewhat work, but your strong suit is the flute. So how does this correlate with your business? It's all about consistently working and also giving yourself those gut checks, that self-evaluation. Where am I at? Am I going to be able to move up to first chair? Am I working my business to progress to wherever I want to be? And where is that? Maybe you're comfortable in third chair and you like hanging out over there playing, I don't know, whatever it is. Okay? That's okay. But for all of us to be victorious as a team and to move forward and to change lives and to change our own life and to help other people and work towards this goal of changing lives, really truly changing lives on so many levels, we all have to work together, and we all have to be aware of what our strengths are. What is your strength? What is your weakness? So when I'm posting a graphic listing color personalities, it's not just for, I really want to say poops and giggles. You know, the other word, not poop, but that other word. But, you know, like, it's really not for that. I'm really not just sitting back going, ha, 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 I'm just going to post this and see if anybody replies. No, it's because I want to help you guys become aware of your strengths and realize that maybe what you're strong in and weak in another area, someone's weak and strong, and work together. Work together to be victorious in whatever that goal and that mission is. But we also have to have a clear goal, a clear mission. What is that? For anybody who does not know, a huge, ginormous part of my why is to eventually build a home for Alzheimer's patients, completely scholarship-based. Completely scholarship-based. My grandmother, who I have this tattoo for, passed away in May from Alzheimer's, and it was hard on our family financially, as well as all the other stuff. But financially, it's hard. So I want to be able to help other people. Alec always says, if you're blessed, be a blessing, right? So for me, that's what I want to do. I want to have that home. I want to help people. So from now until the first of the year, and probably then on, anybody who joins my team on the first 4 levels that I receive a building bonus for, I am putting aside for a family. So whatever money, I would really love to raise like $5,000, excuse me, but whatever money that we raise, I'm going to go to the home that my grandmother was in and present it to them, either for their own facilities or ask them for a family that we can help. You know, that's a mission. That's a goal. That's part of my why that gets me up every day to move forward, to brush off the nose, and to know it's not about me. You know, it's not me. It's their own insecurities. It's their own fears. It's their own lack of whatever it is. It's not me. So why, again, I named this call Victorious Team is because I want to hear from you guys. I want to know, what do you see? What is your vision with Plexus? Are you dreaming big enough? Are you looking at this from the scale of all of those crazy dreams that you had? Are you really feeling like they could come true? Because with Plexus, they can. They can. But again, it's like that playing an instrument or running or whatever analogy you want to use. If you're not working towards it every single day to get better, to work harder, to do it, it's not going to happen, okay? So after this call and after all of you guys are off, and I shut up and quit talking too, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you feel like your strengths are? I know it's a lot easier. I'm doing the Club Silver, and this is, I don't even know how many times I've done this, but I know it's a lot easier to list our weaknesses. I get that. You know, it's so much easier to say, well, I'm not good at blah, 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 blah. But when someone says, well, what are you good at? All of us kind of are like, I don't know. Or maybe we do know, but a little bit of us is, again, that ego going, you better not say anything, because if you say you're really good at talking to people, then they're going to think you're conceited. Or if you say you're real, you know, I feel like I'm very pretty. Like I have a lot to offer people, whatever it is. So I encourage all of you to not worry about that, but to give yourselves a shout out. What are you good at? Do you have a very good message that you send out to people that you have a great response from? What are you good at? Where can we work together, again, as a team towards that goal to be victorious? What do you guys need? What do you wish to see for this team? What do you need more of? What do you need less of? I'm here for you, to lead you and to guide you, but like I always say, I don't know where you need to go if I don't know where you're at. So if you're super uncomfortable to put it on blast right here on this call or in the comments, please, please, please private message me or your sponsor and to say, I feel like, you know what, I do have really good leadership qualities, and I know I'm not at a rank, again, because rank doesn't make you a leader. So I know I'm not at a rank that, you know, looks like I'm a leader, but I feel like I'm a really good leadership quality and I understand people. I think I would like to lead one of those Club Silvers, or I think I would like to, let us know. Let us know. So we can be victorious together, because one of the things that I wrote down from that sermon was faith cannot be separated from what we do. So if you have the faith and the belief in this company and in these products and what you're doing, you can't separate it from what you do every single day. They have to go hand in hand. If you have the faith, if you have the belief, then you should be sharing. You should be offering it to other people. They go hand in hand with one another. So I'm so super excited for this team. I'm teaming up with Emily Roberts. She's a diamond. She is awesome. If you guys don't know who she is, check out her YouTube or go to her personal wall. She puts out some amazing, amazing videos. She's a very young diamond. Her husband is in the military. She has 2 sons. And her and I are teamed up for Faith Over Fear Plexus Style. It's an 8-week Go for No course. And I thought it was so cute. Emily, she's so sweet. She put on there, this is not your grandma's training. This is not your grandma's training. So it's going to be intense, but it's so worth it. But again, if you have that faith and you have that belief, then you have to match that up with what you do every single day. And you have those dreams, you have to match. Those two have to align with one another. So thank you all for being on this call and listening to me. And again, I could not be more happy and blessed and honored to be your leader. And I do not take this role lightly. I am incredibly honored and grateful that you all are here and we're all on a mission together to help people change their lives in whatever form that is, to reach that why. So thank you all very much. And I'm going to open it up to if you guys figured it out, there's this really nifty little raise your hand thing. If you guys want to raise your hand and share with us maybe what you're good at or something that you would like to work on or you're maybe struggling with, just let me know. Let me know. So raise your hand. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Amanda said I'm a great leader. Thank you, Amanda. I really, really appreciate it. Does anybody want to talk, or I'm going to put you on blast? Did you guys like that? That's my Jeopardy. So anybody? Crickets. Annie, come on, girl. You got to do something for me here. Come on. You're always to my left. I don't know. It must be when you join in. You're on my left. What do you think? What do you feel? What do you feel this team needs or what you can contribute? Because I know what you can contribute. What are you feeling?
All right. For me, I have a color personality like Hillary. I am a definite blue. So my strengths are being able to talk, reaching out to people, having fun, having that kind of personality like that. My weaknesses that I need help with, and this is what I talked about before, is I'm terrible at organization. So I feel like I could probably help somebody that's really good at like staying on task, staying with books, having like their to-do list. I could be their partner in saying, okay, this is what we have today. I'll go out and find the people and I'll bring them to you. Or I will, start the presentation and then you can take over with your tips or something like that. That would be kind of my strengths that I think I could bring.
Yeah, awesome. Absolutely. And surprise, surprise, you're like me.
What was that?
I said, surprise, surprise, you're like me.
I know, right?
This is a perfect example of like attracts like. Pretty much what you're like, you attract to your team. So this is a prime example. And I totally agree. I love how you are able to talk to people and are outgoing. And I'm on that struggle bus with you on that organization, girl. I'll tell you that. I am very, very proud of myself. I'm writing in the calendar. I got a planner. So I'm proud of myself here. So if anybody on this call is super organized but struggles with the reach out or is a little bit shy, message her. Again, We're a team, and together we can be victorious. Together we can just rock this out. But find those power partners. This is truly one plexus and one team. And I love us so much. So thank you, Annie.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm going to read the comments real quick, because if you're watching this on the recording, you can't see the comments. But oh, Maria's putting me on blast. I like it, girl. She said, what do you see in the people on this call? What are their strengths? Sometimes we don't know our own strengths. So for me, I see, obviously, Annie is an outgoing person. Kylie's very similar. I haven't gotten to know everybody. Melissa is super, super good at what she does, and she needs to work on believing that and running with that. And we all have a little bit of that doubt and that voice in the back of our head that's going, you don't know what you're doing. So we need to squash that. But Melissa is a great, great leader and very outgoing and knows her stuff. Mandy, you are super duper motivated and coachable. That is one of my favorite things. She has said from day one, tell me what to do and I'll do it. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. I love, love, love that. That's so incredibly important. And it's not to say that I like to be the boss, because I really don't. And sometimes it's very uncomfortable because I'm not the boss. You guys are like a volunteer army, you know? Like, I'm not the boss, but I try to lead you in a certain direction. And it's more so just learn from me, learn from my mistakes. So anything I share with you guys is usually because I fudged that up. I fudged that for a while. So now I'm doing better on it. So I see that. Maria, you are another person that's a blue, loves to have fun, super duper outgoing, extremely personable, which is awesome. Again, you just need to go into you and know you're worth it and stop listening to other people. I don't want to put you on too much, but you really, really have what it takes. In fact, everybody on this call has what it takes. Absolutely. Totally, totally, absolutely has what it takes. In the Club Silver, I loved, if you're struggling with anything either, join groups like that, because it's so inspiring. Like, there's a girl on there who is only a part of Plexus because her gynecologist said, find somebody who sells Plexus and join them. Okay. She has IBS, PCOS, and some other autoimmune disease. Okay. And her gynecologist straight up was like, find somebody who has Plexus and go with it and recommend it. I mean, there was a girl who joined us, left for a while, came back. There's people who have similar struggles, similar weaknesses, things. So utilize these groups and be a part of them. Be a part of the groups. It's so incredibly helpful. So, so, so helpful. Miss Kylie is frozen, I believe, because I'm pretty sure she wouldn't stay like that forever. Does everyone see her? She's my friend, so I can put her on blast like that. I kind of, hold up, guys. I'm going to Snapchat her face because she loves me. And see, this is what blue people do. So again, when you're like talking to people, you have to start being aware of color personalities. So if I'm talking to a green and I'm like, oh my gosh, we have the best time. And like this one time, Kylie, she got frozen and I Snapchatted her face to her and it was so funny. A green would probably look at me like, you need to go to the nearest mental hospital and be like admitted right now, because that is just weird. What are you doing in Snapchat? Like, I haven't researched that enough to be a part of Snapchat. And there's no offense to greens, but it's just not their jam, It's not their jam. So knowing where your strengths are, and oh my gosh, she's still frozen, so I'm totally doing it just so you guys know. She's gonna love me. Knowing what your strengths are and going with those, going with your strengths, work with it. You guys might say, well, Hillary, it's so easy for you because you're so outgoing. You can talk to everybody. Like, that's so easy. You don't understand the anxiety level that happens when someone even says, I saw you post about plexus. What is that? Like, pretty sure I vomit a little bit in my mouth whenever anyone says that. I mean, you guys, I get it. I was there. I was on that same stage. Same stage. The difference was I have taken every single mistake, everything that I have messed up on, and I have looked at it and said, how do I grow from this? Where do I go? Things don't happen to us, they happen for us. So all of those fumbles, everything that happens, just laugh it off. You guys, this isn't, it's world peace, but not really. So you're okay. You're totally, totally okay. So when someone approaches you, if you're have that fear of rejection or what am I going to say, or you do vomit in your mouth a little bit, swallow it first. I don't recommend letting them see it, but swallow it first. Take a deep breath and get yourself an elevator speech. As cliche as it may sound, get one and use it. Plexus is a health and wellness company. I just recently started. I have so many friends, though, that I've already met through it that have been helped with blood sugar regulation, energy, gut health, inflammation. So awesome. I'd love to share more with you. Let's chat and give them a time to chat. So you've got your speech, you know exactly what you're going to say, and you get yourself off the hook, per se, of having to talk right there, because we use these beautiful things called three-way chats. So you get with your upline and you can say to your upline, that's where you puke. That's where you can let the vomit out and go, oh my gosh, Susie asked me about plexus in the grocery store. I thought I was going to die. I didn't die. I'm messaging you, but help me, whatever you have to do. Utilize, this is a team. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. You're not supposed to worry. And I get why you do, because I was there. I didn't know what to say. And frankly, I was embarrassed to say I was part of a network marketing company. I was embarrassed to say I was, because I didn't know how awesome it was. I didn't know how amazing network marketing was. I didn't know that this was going to be the thing that was going to keep me from filing bankruptcy. I didn't know that this was going to be the thing that was going to keep me from, on the first of the month, going, if I don't get my child support this month, I don't know what I'm going to do. How many things are going to get bounced? How many overdrafts? Like, what's going to happen right now? You guys, that's real talk. That was what was happening. Or I didn't get a check at all. And then I was really like, what do I do now? Where do I go? What do I do? Plexus has solved all that for me. It has brought more than I ever could have imagined. And I started it a lot to lose weight, to get healthy, but I also didn't think that I could get healthy. So I had all of those doubts. I totally, totally get it. I was doctoring at the Mayo Clinic, the best place on earth, right? And they couldn't help me. So really, some pink drink I'm going to put in my water and shake up, and some pills that I'm going to take, that's going to help me? Like, seriously? If that was going to help me, then why didn't the doctors tell me? That was me. Again, I get it. So how do you block all of that out? Is you put yourself in those shoes, and then you remove yourself from the situation. You remove your ego. It's not about you. You have to realize where the people are coming from and who you're talking to. And when you can do that, because we're in a relationship business. This is not just about pushing as many pink drinks as you want. You're not some dealer standing on the corner meeting some quota, okay? You are helping others, right? You are helping others on all sorts of different levels, because as much as I wanted to lose, I have gained so much more with this opportunity. I've gained so much more. And all of you guys on this call, just fill up my cup without a doubt. So find those people that fill up your cup. Find the people that you can puke on. And again, it's very important that they don't puke over the same thing you puke about, because you both are going to be sitting there puking, and who's going to clean it up, right? It'd be a puke fest. We can't have that, You can go to Pityville every once in a while and you can say, oh, woe is me. But again, like attracts like. It's energy, what you're putting out there. If you're saying, I've sent out 10 messages, everyone says no, everyone's going to say no, everyone was right, this is a joke, my husband was right, oh, I'm going to have to figure out how to give him back $35. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. No! If you keep saying that to yourself, you'll be busting open your kid's piggy bank looking for $35 because it's going to be exactly what you said it was going to be, okay? So what are you putting out there? And all of us, again, this is back to a team. We're all here for one another, and we can all work together, and we're all here to grow and to flourish and just be the best version of yourself. I don't want anybody to want to be me. Please don't want to be me. Want to be you in the best light that you see yourself. So that's what you should pray for. That's what you should envision for yourself. What does your perfect life look like? What does success look like to you? Not success through my eyes, success through your eyes. And write it down. There is power of pen to paper. Power of pen to paper. So write it down, use it. And this team together, I truly believe we are diamond bound. This is going to be a diamond team, and there are going to be a lot of jewels. There are going to be rubies. There are going to be lives changed. Do you see what I'm doing? I speak love and light over all of you, over this business. I'm not sitting here going, I don't know how it's going to happen. Yeah, so I think I exhausted my contact list, and I don't really have anyone else to talk to. Really? No, that's not true. Did you go outside today? Because there's probably somebody outside that you didn't put on your contact list, or somebody that you're going to meet that God puts in your path for a reason. Every single person that is put in our life is there for a reason. We need to open up our minds, open up our mouths, and open up our hearts to everyone around us. And it's not just so that you can puke plexus on them. It's that so you can form that relationship and help them. Help them. You don't have to puke plexus the first time because they can feel that. They're just not a sale to you. Do you really want to help them? Get to know them. Get to know their story. How can you help them? It's so, so important. So, my chat is blowing up. I got 7 chat things. Oh, Melissa, you're so sweet. I just saw your first one. Okay, yeah, Joanna said, I'd love to get you more information. Can you chat tonight? Something super simple like that. Mandy said she's a yellow, so she's very coachable. All right, sorry, just trying to read these quick. Yes, and you know what I love about this too is you guys are loving on one another in here. Important. Who does it? I mean, that's like one of my love languages, words of affirmation. So after this, feel free to message me and tell me how awesome I am because I like it. But you know, like what works for you guys? It's do what works for you. Do you, do you. So thank you guys. I'm sorry for putting you on the spot and not getting to everybody, but I am just, again, so, so thankful. The deadline for applying to be in this in this group, Faith Over Fear, is the 30th. So send me your emails if you want to be in that group, and I would love to have all of you. I mean, it is the diamonds that are lined up to be guest speakers and to also pour into us and give us advice and just for us, just for this group. I'm telling you are awesome. I'm not telling you who they are, but I'm telling you they're awesome, and you're going to love it, and you're probably going to get a little plexus starstruck. But it's just there's that thing, you become the 5 people you hang out with the most. So hang out with the good, hang out with the good. Who are the pluses and the minuses in your life? Hang out with more of the pluses and you'll get more pluses in your life. So thank you all very, very much. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm so thankful for you. And I pray blessings over your business. And I would love to see an outpouring of people who are like, I got $100, because don't forget the $100, the extra $100. You guys still have 5 days to do that. And don't psych yourself out. You'll never know until you try. You'll never know until you try. So get messaging people. Even if you have to use the whole like, can you help me? Because people like to help people. Can you help me? I am shooting towards this goal, and I know that Plexus would help you. So I help you, you help me. You know, like I scratch your back, you scratch mine. How's it sound? I don't know. Anything you got to try. So shoot towards it. I would love to see the $100 and this team just blown up even more so in the next 5 days. I see greatness. The Ruby Retreat, keep that in the back of your head. Ruby Retreat is happening in February. So anybody who is Ruby by January 31st, you will have the privilege to be going to Ruby Retreat, which will be more than likely a Thursday through a Sunday, where I'm going to pay for your lodging, and we're just going to have a great time. So again, thank you all, and have a very blessed week. I look forward to chatting with all of you.